things like that. That's just Lakers don't want to win at all at
Oh,
this
that
point.
shit. Oh, I saw that shit. I was like, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
They're not
LeBron.
hungry.
Yeah, LeBron. I know exactly what he's doing. He's crying out for help again, boy. Woo-wee.
Yeah, cause he's not hungry, man. He's not hungry. I mean, shit. I mean, let's look at.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back at it, another one. This is Independent Thinker series. Embrace of being an independent thinker, part 10. Okay, this is like this goes back to July 30th when I started in the summer. It wasn't no day. This reference what I was talking about, evergreen versus stagnation content. I saw half of this before I went live and things like that. I'm just playing pieces of it to get you to just what the originality of the series was. Someone trying to say it was something political and things like that, but it's not. The whole purpose, why did the evergreen versus stagnation content series is based off this. The reason I birthed this on the 30th, the first time I did this one, right? I did this one on the 30th. This is a random day. I don't know what day it was. And let me check on the calendar because I gotta get some history for y'all. We'll do a little back. It's gonna be a year this coming up around that time in the summer. So we know what July was. So it's okay. So on the 30th, it was on a Friday night. So Friday of the 30th of last year is when I started it. It was on a Friday. And then the next one, I think it was on July, some or August. And that's when it started. So the whole year was good. And then I made it every other Monday. I made it every other Monday each time when I brought it back in the fall. So I started it in the summer. Since I'll end it in the summer because I felt like, of this year, because I felt like this is a good time to talk about several things in the world. See, I was trying to the reason I did it, I was anti-manosphere. I won't tell you the truth why I did it. The reason, and like you see the people in the comments, and this is all the receipts. You see people that will subscribe and things like that, and people was coming in and before they had wrenches and things like that. I was just in the heap of it. Yeah, it's got less views. You can still watch it. It's on my playlist. But I'm just saying, you got the captain, you got Psycho Candy on the panel, and myself. This is before the microphone. I didn't get one until August 3rd when I had the quadcast. So what you're seeing right now is what my referencing point was in Independent Thinking series. So when you're teaching evergreen content, and I started that little fanaticism of it on the vlog streams, I just kept on going. This is around the summer, and I'll never forget it. And I think that whole month, I was just pumping out content. That's before I even had the mics. That came later when the Dipset versus Locks came. And when I did that stream on the second time with the same mic, it was in the morning, got a lot of views. And that lets me know, oh, they were jumping. It was jumping. But this conversation was excellent. We talked about things. People was just like they playing house on you, like the captain was saying. Yeah, man. And it's a crazy time when people say that. That shit is wild, bro. That shit is wild. It's so wild to the point you got to understand that that's the context of what you was hearing. So we passed that part. I don't know what this conversation is, but I'm gonna be in the background and let you hear the rest of it, and then I might skim through the rest when the next hour or something. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and y'all enjoy.
Look at it from this point, like people are still fucking hurt about what happened to Kobe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's like, like shit.
Where's American Negro? I know he's from LA. He's the homeboy on this channel. He said something. He said we're not feeling Westbrook, and that's what he meant. He said they're not feeling that. No, they're not. And he drives down to LA a lot. So yeah, on Broadway, he's just shaking his head.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's a Lakers fan too. He grew up watching Elgin Baylor and things like that, and since Magic, and he just kind of like shocked that they picked. Yeah, man, because sometimes you just gotta look at it for what it is. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
like
you really just had to, and I don't think he would have been a good fit for the West.
who's that? LeBron?
Nah, Westbrook.
Oh no, he's played in the West before. He played OKC.
No, like yeah, but like I want to think like the Lakers though, like
That's a bad fit. No, he's not a good fit for the Lakers. No, he's a good fit with OKC. Houston was a disaster. Two teams I liked them on was the Thunder and the Rockets. It's just that was just a bad fit with James Harden. But then you got to look at the underlining of the two. LeBron, old teammate Kyrie's playing with KD, and same with Westbrook. He's KD's playing with Kyrie, so there's some storylines behind that, but I don't think the Lakers going to win anything because the West is tough, man. That may not work.
yeah,
That may not work, but I agree. You know, he was just a bad. That was a bad trade, and they helped Washington to be better. That's all it did. They have good coaching and a good system. You know, Washington's going to be good this year. I mean, they'll be in the playoffs, but I'd still say Milwaukee, Atlanta. I'll say Philly and New York. I would say the Knicks will be above Philly right now because of the some draft picks they got. I like those picks. That's a good fit for them.
the Knicks have a good pick.
They have two good picks that I liked in the draft. The draft was boring as hell though. I see a lot of busts. I see a lot of busts in the top 5. That's not good. Detroit had a guard named Shade Cunningham. He's gonna be all right, but it's just I see a lot of BUST in the future. Yeah.
Bus.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. Next year's draft's gonna be better than this one because I don't see them players with peak. You know what I'm saying? Because if they mess up the next year, it's over. It's actually 3-year bust. Most people think it's 2 years. No, it's actually 3 to 4 years. If you ain't done nothing in 4 years, you up out of there. Usually 5. But
sheesh.
That's just usually the way it is. That's how basketball works. Football is different. It's like 1 to 2 years. Can't compare the two.
Yeah, you really can't because they play by a whole set of different rules.
Yeah. And the money and advertisements is another thing. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, everybody's over at X right now. Profit of thought. They talking well SKC because he's SYSBM. The theory of SYSBM. Okay. He always has some good info. He's cool. He's a cool dude. I ain't got no problem with SKC. Even though he gets a lot of flack with his name, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh man.
Yeah, he be trolling. He be trolling. Yeah, he does it on purpose. He's the only one that's more level-headed in that group.
That was the time when I was acting a fool, praising that fool, Supreme himself. Hey, what's going on? HBIC, RS, what's going on? But yeah, at this time, this is around like on that Friday of last year, just referencing what I was talking about. I was talking about random stuff. I was trying to get away from Mansfield talking points, but I'm going to speed this shit up. Let me get to the nitty gritty. We're going to get away from Psycho Candy and shit like that. I was changing avatars like a goddamn fool. Don't pay me no mind. I was Aridin. So I was on my villain shit right here. See, he had his own thing. Shouts out to the captain. But everything else was here, but I don't see what the hell he said right here. Or me or whoever.
They had a manager arguing with the damn customers and all. It was just so unprofessional.
Oh yeah. I see that a lot in Popeyes.
Yep.
You know,
like I don't like that. Like me, I tend to offer good customer service. If you're a shoplifter, you get excellent customer service.
Oh, talking about customer service. Okay, we was talking about customer service. Okay, let me stop it real quick. What's going on? We was talking about job etiquette at this point. Experiences, things like that. Man. Um, I just wanted to show y'all at the time. I didn't really have a whole setup here. I mean, this is probably my ninth time watching this, right? I watched this a couple of times. Don't get me wrong. I watched this a couple of times. Plenty of times last year. But this is probably like my eighth or ninth time watching this. I don't know why. It's something about this is so special. Why I love about it. And it was on a Friday. And I'm glad I got away from that weirdo shit last year, because that shit was weird what they was talking about. And they had silly ass talking points I've seen 2 years ago. I mean, it was cool during the pandemic, and then I realized, man, this shit is bullshit. I hate these PPTs, propaganda, prophecy tropes that they be spewing, and this is what these niggas do, man. But shouts out to DS1, man. Like with the kid saying that the baby gangsters and stuff like that, whole America's gangsterism. That right there was a good stream. That was an excellent stream, and I'm glad he broke some of the tenets down. And that boy lost his father at 13, which is very normal in our community, or what they would say the communitard, the trims. This is before we even call them the trims. We were saying what, SYSBM. See, we was on that manosphere bullshit. That's what happens when you stay in it for the modern day manosphere too long, and they fuck with you, and then they turn on your ass in the beginning of the year. That's why I say fuck the beginning of last year. This year is decent. It's a rocky start, but it's a good year. I'll say 2022's the beginning of the year is a lot better than last year. I'm just gonna say it like that. And the rest of the half of 2021 was decent. It was not as bad as people think. But when I started back, man, I had to do it. And the reason I did this, and I think this was a 3-man panel. This is where I already upgraded my StreamYards, and I felt like at the time. But you see people in the chat. Y'all notice who's in the chat. You notice the people that I had. That's all I had. And at that time, it's pretty good to see that. I didn't want to play part 2 because that's an hour. That's by myself. It ain't really much. I could have played that, and I said to myself, that's not the whole purpose. The whole purpose of this stream and this video of the stream that I did last year is because I was trying to correct dude on the panel, Wolf. And I said, no, this is not political. This is about evergreen content versus stagnation content. Shouts out to Roman with the conflict creators equal stagnation content, and shouts out to Roman for saying that again. That's what that was about. The reason I did that, I was anti-manosphere with it. So yes, I trolled with the pill picture, as you can tell in the video. I was doing that to fuck with the Grandmaster when he did a pre-record called the Black Pill, the last part, when it was utilitarianism versus nihilism argument. That was my thing. That's what I was doing last year. That was my whole crux of it. And what I did was, I'm glad I did this. And you see the results in the stream. So that's what the whole purpose of the series was. So we talk about various things. We talk about real shit. Think outside the box, how you look at the world and how you look at society and things like that. And then it's a little political, and then it's current events mostly. Mostly it's current events, what you deal with everyday life, what you deal with. We don't talk about relationships as much. We talk a little bit of it, but we represent what we deal with, the after effects when we leave. So we give you an integral perspective on this one. Think outside the box and beyond. Yes, we talk about a little outside stuff, things like that. That's what the whole independent thinking series was about. So again, this is kind of like, you get it and you got it. And that's the whole point, and I'm not really mad at the person or anybody or, in these streams can get like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole purpose of having that. So this is like my 10th one. So what you do is you deal with it, right? So most people are not going to look at it from that angle. So it is what it is. So again, we hear and we talk about real things over here, and we just expand our horizons. I think the good thing about this series is I talk about verse topics. You can talk about everything. You can talk about weightlifting, things like that. It's just like I don't understand why people don't understand that's just the whole purpose of it. And that's just how people just don't understand. When we did this shit, we just did it all right. So when you start doing actual content and start going through shit, you understand what's going on. So yeah, this is kind of like you see what you see, you get what you get. So I'm not really surprised about that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, like I don't understand why people don't understand that. But this series has really helped me a lot. At first, I didn't want to think it was going to be a series like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt this was needed, and it was definitely needed to certain days of the week. So I'm glad I do it on Tuesday instead of Mondays because the advisor took it. But that's a good thing. So we're going to play the rest of this. So I'm going to stop talking right now because this is actually a good conversation. So we're 16 minutes in. So I may stop it at, I'll say, about the 240-ish, and I'll just kill it and just talk about what I've been talking about recently this weekend. So y'all enjoy.
But yeah, that's what I do. And I've
Yeah,
had
man.
that happen too. They always get me. I was like, oh shit, here we go. They want to use me to deal with the shoplifters. Yeah, but I like where I work now. I do stuff for Joanne Fabrics. Pretty decent place to work at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to get out of retail hell.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just like hand stitching this like a little bib. Because I plan on doing like an Etsy store, selling like custom made baby clothing. Then I'll work my way to adults.
Yeah. I was thinking about all the chicken. I forgot about Zaxby's was competing the meat and fry meals, kind of like I would say Burger King, things like that, because I know Burger King has chicken too. I was thinking about it, I said, okay, Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, a few others, all the main fast food restaurants, but actually chicken places that have the dinners and stuff. Like I was thinking about Bojangles, Popeyes, who else? Churches and KFC. Those are the four chicken places in the South in competition. Everybody else that deals with the frying meal and the other stuff, combination of other things. And I was like, okay. And I forgot about Zaxby's too, because we have that. We still got the basic, fast food like McDonald's and of course Taco Bell. That's different. And they getting less and less. They took everything off the menu too. Taco Bell done went down. I've noticed that. They going by their little advertisement. Yeah, they done went down because the last couple of years they were straight, but now they done went down since the COVID thing. They didn't come back. It's a lot of business left, and there was a Mattio's Pizza up here where I live. It went down because of the pandemic. There's a lot of them went down.
I don't know if you ever had Godfather's pizza. Their pizza is good, but there's no
Yeah,
more.
I had Godfathers years ago. They're pretty good. Mm-hmm.
I can't really find them anymore. Well, in Louisiana, they're not any over here
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I used to have one in Tennessee, where I'm originally from, in a small town. Godfather's was good, and it's just people didn't have an interest for them. But there was another pizza place, I forget the name of it. I used to eat a lot besides CC's. It was better than that. It came from somewhere else, and that's it. But my dad, when he went to college, it was called Sir Pizza in Murfreesboro, and we used to go there every time with the family, whatever, and they will cut them in squares, but Sir Pizza's kind of gone out of that community out there. So that company had its days. So, like it happens, certain restaurants just couldn't make it because it was good times when they were around before the pandemic, because you have certain restaurants, but you have some new ones come through. Like I said before earlier in the stream about new tech and stuff, like that's really the future because restaurants is coming automated. You know what I'm saying? Like you still gonna have an outside world with tech and drones and shit. You're just not gonna have a world of people sitting at home doing automation work. No, that's bullshit. That's not true because if that ever happened, that's futuristic shit. I'm thinking about like 2040, 2070-ish almost. But 9 out of 10, that ain't gonna happen because man's gonna determine how, as long as you have trucks, the trucking industry and all that, and you don't have automated trucks, as long as you don't have a man behind them. You know what I mean? Man finds a way to deal with tech, which is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Because now the cars, on the other hand, won't exist. It'll be automated cars. And the people and when people, the way they travel, because they're making neighborhoods and lands a little bit wider and wider, but it's easy, it'll be fast travel. You can teleport where you go to the store. And that's next. I mean, if you want to be futuristic, because it's gonna get to a point you don't need a car.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I hate cars.
Yeah.
I hate everything. I used to live in Houston. Terrible. I would never live in that city ever again. In fact, I'm trying to not really live in the United States at all because if you look at the U.S. as a whole, everything is kind of spaced out and built around the automobile. No good public transportation. Well, maybe if you're in New York or San Francisco, but who can
That's a
afford to live
whole
there?
nother beast. Yeah, New York is a mess. That's done. LA's done. San Francisco's a mess too. The rest of the Bay Area is fine, but San Francisco, when it comes to the economy, and LA and the economy, they're basically done. I don't see them thriving again because you got homelessness problems, bad government. Because a lot of people's leaving. They come in here in the state of Georgia and in Atlanta because Atlanta's building a lot of spaces. In other counties, the whole state is changing. And next year, the politics, yes, we're gonna have a woman governor. She's running for it, and she's gonna win too, because people are not gonna vote for the Republicans no more. They're gonna try to kick them out of this state. And I already see it coming. I know what's coming because next year they're not playing. 2024 will be new presidents because Biden ain't gonna run again because I already know because it's 3 different parties gonna fight for that spot. But if a Democrat does win 2024, it's going to remain the same. That's my prediction. It's going to remain the same. But if we do get a Republican, he can't change nothing because Biden set certain things in stone. They just going to have to continue what he's done. Because it depends on the money, too, how the money's coming out in this economy. And now a lot of things are going to get worse. Yeah, things going to get worse, but it's going to get better at the end because you don't know who's going to be in office in the governor's seat. It determines whose house is it. So, yeah, a lot of women is running future politics versus the men because, certain things don't went unchecked, and especially with the pandemic. So a lot of them are working. You ain't gonna see them mostly online on panels and stuff. I agree with you on that. Most of them are going to be out here working because they need jobs. The men are fine. We can go both ways, but the women, they need the jobs. That's why they trying to open things back up.
Yep, but I'm done. Like this country it's over. It's
Yeah,
over
at this point.
for the US. I'm trying to get out of here because nothing's gonna change. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, worse and worse. Yeah.
And then the purchasing power doesn't buy you the dollar doesn't buy you anything in the US anymore.
No. Because most countries, I would say you can thrive. I hate to say France and a few other countries in Europe, and then there's Eastern countries. African countries, yes, but not many. But they have to have a right infrastructure. I don't see the continent getting any better either because you got to cut the ties of Europe and them countries like in Italy. You're good. See, Israel, on the other hand, ain't going to last either because they'll get in a war and it's over. We can't defend that because, all right, we can't help you. And they up out of there. See, it's all done by design. But Russia is not gonna step in and do shit. They got their own problems. They worried about North Korea deep down because China ain't gonna be the same. China's not the same country it was 50 years ago. A lot of people try to say it's a threat, it's gonna take over. China ain't got enough manpower to do that. I mean, they got the military power, but they ain't got enough manpower to control everybody because of that COVID thing set them back, and that's why they're not thriving. North Korea is thriving because them Koreans know how to handle these type of shits. They wear masks all the time. They laughing. So I already know who's winning in the Asian battle right there. Now Russia is on their toes right now. America's not gonna give everybody a pass. They try to limit everything. See, Mexico ain't gonna last in the next 15 years. That country's gone. That's gonna be conquested.
Yep. And I've been thinking about like Latin American countries, but because my folks are from Honduras, but a lot of the travel bros and the sex pats, they kind of played it out for me. So I have no desire in visiting like Colombia. I have no desire to really even visit the Dominican Republic or Brazil, none of that.
Yeah. Your best bet if Venezuela's got a lot of oil, like if they restructure their country, that's the best bet to visit. And they're not as bad as Colombia. They're trying to be better because they're trying to restructure. So that's the only one that's gonna make it. Brazil's a mess. Yeah. It needs a restructure. Colombia's a mess. They can be restructured, but Dominican Republic ain't gonna be there no more. I think Haiti wants it back as one because DR. It's a survival tactic. Anytime in Armageddon, people had gold and silver, and the people that run the planet, they use that and they use people.
I didn't believe I said that much. God damn. I said so much shit. In this independent thinker series. See, I went all conspiracy, anarchy, talk about totalitarianism in countries, just like I'm going to talk about tomorrow. But yeah, this is a old stream, the good one. The best ones is usually so much information. A lot of people don't listen to these streams as much. This is a good thing to come back to. And the reason I did it, man, it's just like, I think that me and Captain, we talked. I'm going to skim it faster because I'm done playing this. So I said I was going to do 40 and just do that. Hold on for a minute.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Likewise, man. Likewise.
Half of the full house, huh?
I was Borging. The reason I was Borging, I didn't have a mic. So it was my headsets on this damn computer at the time. But enough of that. We're gonna drop this. This is, y'all can see that for your own time or whatever. Oh, I'm looking at this interface. Okay, let me open up another tab. Okay, here we go. Now back at it. Independent thinking series. As usual. The rest of the minutes y'all saw was that clip from number 1. You got to think for yourself, man, and get away from these talking points like I'm going to expound on what I said Sunday about mindless topics, right? And I think someone said in that recent stream I did last year, said echo chambers, and I mentioned glorify echo chambers. Now, we're not going to talk about that. We already talked about that couple of days of last week and this past Sunday, and no peer leadership. We're gonna talk about mindless topics. Okay, let's get this out the way. I don't know if I got the screenshots for certain shit. I know people is pissed off, but oh boy, what's his name? One community said I was talking about him. Like, I kind of apologize to him. I was like, dude, but don't comment twice. Comment one time, please. If you got a lot to say, don't write too much. If you're out there listening, I got your message, but don't comment on the old video. Just come to a live stream in the chat. I could talk to you there, and that's it. But I don't know if I said nothing bad or anything. I don't know what. We can have a small discussion, but I'm just not gonna have that bullshit this year. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some things here. So y'all not gonna just dictate what I'm gonna do on content. I don't fuck with y'all like that. But we cool. It's no beef or anything. I don't do all that dumb shit. It is what it is. Let's go for real quick. I'm gonna show y'all a screenshot. I was gonna use it for Thursday, but fuck it, we got time tonight. We got time tonight. What's going on? Oh hell, Great Skull, Precious Villain. We're gonna show you a screenshot. I saw this last night, Monday night, over while I was done with the advisor, right? Let's look at this screenshot right here. Shouts out to Lapeef. No hate. And I was in the chat. I said Kay ain't going to the Flames. She chewed out old boy Jay Prince. JP, they would call him, right? Shouts out to the group. They had a good discussion. It was talking about what was they subject. I'm gonna go back. Hold on for a minute. Y'all bear with me. I'm over here bouncing around and shit, looking at shit. And okay, what was they stream last night? It was called "Do Black Women Set the Beauty Trends?" Kay and Kayla. Shouts out to them for doing that stream. It was a good topic, and Jay Prince took it to a place addressing how on both sides, not just men and women, but he dressed both sides. If y'all watch the stream, it's 4 hours. He broke down and pulled their cards, and they came back, and she came at him. Kayla came at this one Jamaican dude named Cliff, and there's another dude challenged Kayla's points, and she stood her ground. Both of them did a good job, and Kay came at him, correcting him. You need to stop complaining about the same problems with these women. And this woman right here, Kay, told his ass up. He didn't took it personally. He stood on his square and then shrugged that shit off. So I found that interesting. But Polar Bear had his experience and his little counterpart, his white counterpart. And it's an interesting discussion. But I just wanted to show you that this is the mindset you got to think. Besides, they use the woman as a buffer, but why don't they just change the topic? It's just both genders. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I showed you the screenshot. I could have referencing what's common about co-ed panels. I was going to use this as co-ed panels, for example. But what you see here is this is the standard. If you talk about the manosphere nonsense, this is what you're going to have discussion. You got to talk to these women on panels instead of screaming and yelling. And she chin checked him a little bit, but he took it like a man and he took it like a champ, like in their minds. But it was a good discussion. It wasn't nothing biggie. So I showed you this. I think I showed y'all this right here. This is what I'm talking about. I be in here studying these people, man. Like, you look at this panel right here. They want to be professionals, right? They want to be podcasters, right? You look at this right here. That's the new standard of co-ed panels. I think I did a stream on this last year and talked about this, and I predicted this is going to be the future. If you want a lot of panels like this. And you see her reaction. She's a little young. She's in her 30s, I believe. And this is what you're seeing. So again, we're going to, shout out to them again. We're going to drop it and just let it be. So like I said before, and I say it again, that's the standard of these panels. I mean, I got away from that Manosphere weirdo shit for a long, long time. So I'm glad I took a hiatus, and it's the same old talking points from the Sergeant Willie Pete days. We got to get rid of that shit. So we got to talk about various things. So what we're seeing right now, people are running out of topics. So mindless topics like just talking about women and men all day. Why don't you say the community is fucked up? And Jay said something very valuable in that stream, and I like what he said, and he challenged them on it. They didn't dance around it. They had to be forced to. Now, she said, KA says she's a school teacher. Very interesting. Try to help him with the daughter with the hair and stuff. Found that interesting. And she said she can't comb right through it and talk about the racism of the jobs with the afro. Found that interesting. I was watching that last night, man. I said, man, that's a great fucking discussion. I was thinking about going up there and cam up, and I said to myself, you know what? Nah, I ain't doing that bullshit. Nah, I ain't trying to be on TV. Nah, I ain't trying to be like KS. I ain't trying to be Lord KS, the God. I am not trying to be Lord KS, the good. But yeah, man, I'm just, and I was looking at their platform. Their platform is not bad. Okay. Their platform is what it is. Some people just ain't gonna like that, but you can't scream at women in the chat and then say it and went out not saying nothing, right? But you gotta understand something. That's the standard of those spaces. That's the new standard. They said the women is taking over the space. I hear this all the time with niggas. They were saying that over Ramil's Day. The women's taking over the space. They take over the space. They ain't taking over shit, bro. This is not about women and men taking over. No, people been taking over this stuff for years. This is called co-oping, and co-ed panels is the new standard. It's always have been. I preached this last year in the months of last year, and I said co-ed panels are the future. I said this around the summertime. I predicted that. And Lapeef is that standard of mainstream, on the side of Manosphere, not Black Manosphere. They mainstream. They on that type of time. What's going on, May? Salute. They on that type of time. Once you're on that type of time, you got to come up with some great topics, not some bullshit. Now, I know they're going to talk about men and women all day. You already had one on the small scale with Melody. I saw that 2 years ago when she got a channel. Once she got a channel, I was hopping on the panel till last year with hers last year. And her channel grew a little bit. Did a good job. She didn't upgrade her StreamYard, but at the time, I didn't have a mic at the time. But shouts out to Melody Speaks. I know she's got a stream at 9. So, she's over there with the other crew. I don't fuck with as much. I peek in there. There's a couple streams going to come tonight. This is Tuesday night. So Tuesday night's going to be what it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm still streaming. So, I'm not stopping. This may go 3 hours because it may go to 2 to 3 hours. And if wherever y'all want to talk about it, chat is cool. But, this is something new. I'm going to make it standard. Don't expect me to drop anything. If you ask, you want a discussion, that's cool. I ain't going to have a whole lot of people tonight because I'm busy. And I'm just getting through the Thursday streams. The Thursday thrill stream is going to be a little different. I'm going to have a different topic. I ain't going to use no screenshots. I'm going to tell you that right now. The reason I use that screenshot, I thought about talking about co-ed panels. Are they a problem? Are they the future? Or are they just standard right now? I was going to write that down. I may write that down. And y'all can say that and we can talk in the chat. Because believe in me, what I'm seeing is they're properly standard. Because I see a lot of co-ed channels, which is not a bad thing. I mean, that's if you want to talk about this stuff, like the relationships and things like that, it's understandable. But don't act like it doesn't exist. I predicted half of this shit last year, what it was going to be about. And you can't scream and yell and call them bitches all day because they're going to come at you sideways. You got to stand on your shit and stand on your square, bro. A lot of people ain't going to fuck with you long term if you ain't on that. So I got away from that shit last year, and thank God I did, because everybody kept talking about it 95% of the time. I know it's good to talk about it and y'all have a voice, but I've heard that shit 2 years ago. I heard that shit years ago. We've been past that. The conversation's got to be different. If the conversation's not be different, but shouts out to Complex Design for saying that. Yeah, but I've been saying that for months of last year. So where you been? Yeah, we said it 2 years ago when I was on his panel with the Black Brain Trust. Yeah, I've been pushing that. That was my whole purpose of this channel. Talk about different topics, and I did it. No niggas wouldn't talk about that. They're inconsistent. I'm consistent what the fuck I'm doing with content. These niggas don't. And that's why the whole purpose of this series is called Evergreen versus Stagnation Content. That's what the Independent Thinking series was about. And the reason I did it is to get away from the propaganda, prophecy tropes, the bullshit that y'all was on, the bullshit that y'all was spewing, and y'all couldn't help yourself. I was get away from red pill talking points. My red pill experience is actually doing shit, not just talking about it, just do it. See, gender politics is non-conducive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could talk it in a co-ed panel sense and bring facts, but them women don't want to hear facts. They want you to bring decent things. Now, if they want to play the facts and numbers game, if they're intellectuals, that'll be a good discussion. But normally you don't have that. Then they try to say shame and blame and explain the endless conversations. Who cares? Shouts out to DS1 for saying that. Who fucking cares? That's the problem with people. They want to talk about this shit, but don't do shit. I know people that don't like my ass and knows what I'm talking about, but it is what it is. Like most of you dudes that cry about the same shit that I see on panels, and then when a female comes, y'all want to act a fool. Like I see this all the time. I don't be watching y'all like that recently. I haven't. I've been watching tech stuff and gear stuff. Motherfuckers just be on some bullshit. You can't expect me to watch y'all 95% of the time, and then y'all gonna do this bullshit. See, this past Sunday, I did a stream and I talked to Absalon, and he was saying about I saw the replay. He said something about the topics, and I said, look, long as you have mindless topics, they always win. They always win, and they always gonna be in the algorithm because normally it's a combination of what the men do, whatever we do, they do. That's how that works. And if you don't understand that, you're going to have problems with them in the future. So I've been learning that type of concept since years ago, actually 2 years ago, because it always worked. And they had these same old conversations I've heard while I was in the workplace. I was done with them shits. Them shits were wild. People was talking about child support offline as well. Then bring it on the internet. That shit doesn't exist, bro. Like those statistics, those things is dead. It was cool back in the day when the early manosphere was talking about it, but now it's like people are tired of hearing that shit. That's why you gotta have co-ed panels. If you want a woman on, just do your thing. Just do your thing. Just don't get upset when things go left. But you dudes do the wrong shit all the time. That's all it is. And shouts out to Silent Lamont when he was on the LBM Coliseum. He had to chin check a few people. He talks his shit. He talks about real estate. I remember he showed his shit while I was on MOTs 2 years ago. He's done that. He's consistent. The problem is a lot of them niggas on the panel wasn't consistent. He pulled their cards. It is what it is, bro. Like, I'm not worried about anybody's platform. They can come through and they always welcome. It's just I'm doing things different during the week because you may not see me with a lot of people on panels and stuff. That's just the way it is. Because I figured out the last couple streams I did and I realized it's no need. I already did it. If people ask if they want to get on, I'll drop it and that's it. And we'll have a discussion. And past that, I'm not dropping it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to do anything. But if I choose, or if I refuse to not drop it again, mods, you can also copy the link and also drop it for them. You know what I'm saying? I'll highlight it. And then here's the thing I'm going to do. I'll highlight it on the screen. And then y'all can copy or whatever and just, keep it in your head or whatever. So, or write it down and do that. It'd be situations like that. And that's it. That's it. Now, if they want a full discussion, I can pin it, whatever. It could be like that too. But I'll figure out a way. But if y'all want to do that, that's cool. It's fine by me because I'm doing something different because I'm not trying to open up anything now because I'm not in the mood because we're going to talk about various topics. I love talking to people in the chat. I ain't got no problem. I'm going to show you what a content creator having this type of platform can do. It's possible. But yeah, he said, yep, it is. It is, man. But one thing I can say about what I said back then on July 30th of last year, I meant what I said at those times. I stand on it. I had to die on the hill by myself with that and take it with me. Because number one, I think that's the whole purpose of is get away from that. Yeah, me and the captain was talking about that the longest. And we was pushing that. And once we pushed that, it worked. And then when everybody else came later, you see the content change and it became drastically different. But it's the same content, but it's changed very differently with the format what I'm doing now. So what you see now, people don't understand. Yes, I upgraded to microphones and shit like that. Yes, I got extra gear. Now I'm getting proper interfaces and shit. I'm here now. So once we're here now, we're going to conquest this shit. I know niggas is going to troll trying to say, why are you taking down channels? Y'all are bad. Y'all taking down channels. Ain't nobody taking down no damn channel. Shut your ass up. Zapped his ass last Sunday on that bullshit. I know who y'all are. Y'all gotta stop that bullshit. I get trolls all the time, bro. I don't care. I ain't going to acknowledge you in the chat. Y'all better stop. You better get them lawyers. You better get them lawyers. You better get them damn lawyers. I don't want to hear that shit. Be quiet. Them lawyers ain't gonna do shit. I don't get paid off this shit. Get out of here. People that get paid off this shit, I feel sorry for y'all, man. They don't give a fuck about you, motherfuckers. Only fools fall for that. Always don't quit your day job. Use this as a hobby, move on, and then you'll get a better job in the future. This ain't the future, y'all. They deked y'all with the internet jobs. The future. No, it's not. It's how you create them. I haven't seen Silent Lamont since 2020. Yeah, I've seen him. I seen him today over at Ramil's, man. I don't know where you been, but I've been seeing him lately over at Ramil's a lot. I've seen him over at Ty Cities since I've been subscribed to him. I've been seeing him since last year. We good. That shit with the MOT shit, that was wild. That's that bullshit. So yeah, man, I've been talking to those dudes over there. I wish they came over here and we can talk and we talk about various things. I wish that would happen, but no, they in that Mansford shit. So nah, I can't participate in that. I don't want that crowd. I would love to talk and have a channel. They could just all come through here, but they're gonna be on that bullshit. So I already know. It's a no-go. I already know what my audience is. I learned to accept it what it is, and you accept your audience is what is given to you. To whom was this given to onto something. It's a quote. Oh, it's like a Bible quote. Let me stop. I ain't got the scriptures with me. God damn it, it's in the closet. Shit. Let me stop before I piss a lot of niggas off. He quoting scripture. The nigga think he preaching. Fucking nigga think he preaching. Who the fuck you think he is? That nigga ain't shit. They be on that type of time. That's how these weirdos think. She acting like a female. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So some people don't expect me to do much. So, like I said, man, like I'm not even worried about individuals and things like that nature. I'm just like, okay, this is it, you know? But the thing about me doing that is just I got to move forward. But one thing about being an independent thinker, you don't have to think for the smallest shit. You just think for yourself and then look at others, how they succeed, and then you succeed the same way. But the difference is you have a different path and use it for right reasons. You balance it out. But the thing about me is with this, it's just a good stretch. And when I came back for the first time in years, I did pre-records, but when I actually did the live stream, showed my face, oh, it's a wrap. And then I did it again, and then I did it outside and showed y'all it's progressing. So tomorrow, yeah, it's a little wet and rainy right now. Waking on a package tomorrow and see what I see. Some people are going to pick and choose who the fuck they want to listen to. And I did some pre-records today, and then they nice and whatever. So what you see here is what you get. You can't get mad at what's going on. So I see this a lot. And a lot of people just don't understand that mostly you see people talk about this series a lot and they think it's something political. Yeah, it's part of it, but part of it is actual content. What you niggas don't have. I know people get mad because they want to stream and they want to bounce around on platform to platform. And they pick and choose who they listen to. And this is not a bad thing. And I tell people I ain't trying to compete with nobody. I ain't gonna stop nobody so I can listen to somebody. No. They gonna come through and I don't care. People pick and choose who they listen to. They have a right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It just shows you who's different around here. that's how you got to look at it. But mainly, when you think about the series, it gets intense. But the last time I did a long one, it was 7 hours, and yes, it was a great discussion, and I could play that all day. So let's see how many I did on this motherfucker. The first time I did it was 4 hours. That was with the captain and Psycho Candy. The other one was an hour. Yeah, that was with the captain again. The third time is I was showing a review. I made a series out of it. And then the fourth one, of course, it was 3 hours. The last one, the fifth one, was 7 hours. I should have played that one, but I didn't. I didn't want to do all that. But see, I was on my bullshit then. Then when I did number 6, that's a good one. Did number 7, that was 4 hours. It was a good one. Did 2 hours on the 8th one. And did 3 hours on the 9th one. And then I did 10 on this one. So yeah, basically when you talk about this series, it's pure clear thinking of knowledge. You think all types of knowledge is hidden. Talk about various topics that will fit it. So when you talk about history, when you talk about things in the world, current events, put it all together, and then you put it in situations, how you're going to do it. And then a little bit of relationships, not much, and expound on what you're talking about in the future. So mostly people going to choose who they're going to listen to. So that's the whole purpose of having that type of content. So when it's evergreen like mine's, you already know it's going to come back in on the replay later. So most people don't really care what other people say. So the thing is, it's just what it is. But and that's just the thing. But one thing I can say about us talking about various topics like this, you got to open your mind to different hobbies and things like that. And I think hobbies that we talk about, like the hunting, in a way, of course, fishing and things like that. And the reason Advisor brings those different topics is a balance of independent thinking skills. You think for yourself, learn how to survive, learn how to move around, and you use your skills of the masculinity around the world. You challenge the environment. Once you challenge the environment and culture, you understand what proper manhood is. So basically, you're giving us the tools to think, but not the tools to survive. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have neither one of those, you can't teach people proper shit like that. So basically, you stick with it. So I'm not saying nothing wrong here. It's just that concept works over time. So people pick and choose who they want to listen to. So you can't get mad what's going on. And that's the thing about me and this series and things like that. So the whole purpose of it, it was just what it was. And that's how you look at it. I know people are not going to just come through right away. And it's just what it is. So yeah, I played the videos and things like that. So I would love to play the 5th one, but I said, nah, I ain't gonna play that one. But yeah, I showed that screenshots and things like that. And man, what I saw, man, she told his ass up, man. She got tired of him complaining. But that's the co-ed panels you're gonna get. You're gonna get those a lot. So it's just like the mindless topics. The mindless topics talking about gender wars all day. That's another mindless one. Then talk about certain individuals that have a lot of status, but you really use his name for clout chasing, which is cool. It's understandable. I don't do this for money. I don't do this for anything, but people need to stop saying that you're just clout chasing. I ain't like what dude said. Like, dude, if you had an issue, you could address me on any of these streams and talk to me through the chat room and not expect me to do anything to you. I determine who's good around here. You can't just try to say, and I forget what he said. He said he was gonna go against me or some shit. I could have screenshot that shit and told you what I thought about that little comment that you made. I deleted your other comment because I didn't want you to comment twice, and I guess you was saying too much. Just keep one thread and just keep it simple. Don't do all this circus shit. Okay? Just come at me straight and stop with the bullshit, bro. I'm not here for the money. I'm not trying to compete with niggas on here. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. I ain't make fun of y'all. If you saw what happened on the advisor string, he said, I never hated on you in my life. I've been following you for months. It's all good. Whatever your thoughts are about me, I'm not going to weaponize against you. You help against you. I've helped people on YouTube since I've been here, like 10 months, all free, small YouTubers and big. That's what he said. And I am the change. I listened to you talk many days, but I heard you talk about me. That's not cool. I wrote this on a 9-year-old video. See that right there? I'm for a clout or a clout chasing. Hit him directly. See, and you said another comment I had to knock off. I said, it's all good over here, and I understand what you're coming from. And then I apologized to him or something. Wherever it is, he didn't tell me what it was. So right there, that's a red flag, my man. Like, I get what you're saying. I don't care about that clout chasing shit. And let me tell you something. It's no hate, man. Like, look, if you probably, I know you're probably mad about, I think you're mad about that, what the advisor did. You take it to him. That's not my fault, man. Now, I apologize what the comments I did on that dereliction news network. If you had an issue with that, that's with the advisor, man, not us. Now, I don't know why you commented on the 9-year-old video, and I'm laughing at that. You know, if I apologize or if I offend you or somebody that you was cool with on that, that's cool. But the person I was aiming at on those screenshots was old boy up there that your girl had. It was suspect. But, you know, yeah, I made a comment. I'll admit that. You know, I apologize. Like, that's all good and dandy. But if you rock with that dude, I don't rock with a doxer like that, bro. I'm not saying her. I'm saying the guy on that panel. If you probably got offended about it, that's cool. But that was just me telling the news. That's how I talk. That's what I do. Now, I know you listen to me and you follow me. That's cool. But you got to understand I'm unfiltered sometimes. Sometimes I'll say shit and some people don't care and they ignore it. Some people unsubscribe. They don't give a fuck. I ain't the first guy that's done that. I pissed a lot of people off. I want to tell you a story about me on this content shit. YouTube and airing me out ain't going to work, bro. You don't know me. I don't know you like that. So don't even try. Okay, you're wasting your fucking time. Just do you and I do me. All right. We don't have to be friends. Like I said, we can be associates, but I'm just saying, don't come in here and try to dictate how I do my content. You can't do what I do. Now, if you say you got a lot of, that's cool, but I don't mess with big YouTubers, bro. I mess with small YouTubers that are willing to do decent content that's evergreen. I teach evergreen content, period. I don't teach stagnation content. I don't teach no bullshit. I don't teach nobody the way you may not like it. That's just what it is. I criticize big content creators. That's what I do. Like, I don't care what they think because they always look down on small content creators. I ain't trying to help no big content creators. The only ones I kind of support is Alvin Preaching, a few others. It's no hate. I don't know where you get hate from. I don't hate you. For what? There's no hate. See, when you wrote that today, see, you ain't thinking outside the box. See, I'm thinking something else. And I'm glad I got to address that. I'm like, dude, like, you got to calm down with that bullshit, bro. Like, that's the whole purpose of you commenting. But I understand what you're coming from. But, dude, if it was about that little screenshot, I don't give a fuck about that. That was just for a segment. You over here mad about some shit that I don't even give a shit about. My man, like, I don't really care, bro. Like, I'm unfiltered. You got to understand, when you do content, you'll say a lot of shit. I'm not going to apologize again. I apologize for the comment I said about you. I'm sorry. Like, if it offend you, I mean, man, shit, it was just a joke. It probably been a joke I said. Y'all know what I said. And it's understandable. It's understandable people that don't like what I say sometimes. That's the purpose of YouTube. You can't get mad what I say all the time. So y'all got to get over that fact that I don't care as much. Like, look, when I do this type of content shit, I don't even be thinking about y'all 95% of the time. I really don't. Y'all be on some bullshit sometimes, and then y'all expect people to like what we say sometimes if it benefits y'all's benefit. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to save everybody. I'm not here for this pro-black stuff. That shit's dead, man. I killed that shit a long time ago. I lost faith in that shit years ago, back in, I'll say 2011. And this is why I converted with the Hebrew shit. That shit staled the next year when they tagged us and I lost the channel, my original channel. It was similar to the boys over here. And then this channel took me time to build. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Did content for 3 straight years. Did great. Numbers went up. Next thing you know, I took a hiatus. Did some real shit. Then I came back 2019, watched the shit on replays. Then the 5th year hiatus came. That was it. I was on panels as a panelist, damn good one, giving content for free to helping people. I've done that path, bro. See, what y'all was doing, I was doing that shit 2 years ago. That shit was done, man. I've been doing this. So the next year, I was going to do content again. See, I already had content. I just needed to do pre-record content again. But once I did the pre-records, oh, I was back, baby. But once I did the live streams, that changed everything. I should have did that 2 years ago, but I didn't. I didn't have a subject matter. I didn't have the appraisals that I get. So it took time to build this. Now, I understand what he was saying, that I must have did that type of content. I can do many ways of doing content out of anything and just turn it into a subject matter. Y'all can't do what I do, man. Like when I got the microphones and everything, that was later. Say, what I showed y'all earlier in the video was a good example. I had to get away from this stuff. I know you're part of a different community. I am too, but I have my own little circle over here with certain dudes over here. We're all right over here. We minding our business and we're doing our thing. Stop messing with the villains, man. Villains don't play with y'all like that. We destroyed you with your girls panel with those dudes over there, man. We bodied y'all. And we send information back. So again, like y'all ain't saying nothing. It's no hate over here. It's no personal beef. Like, dude, y'all need to just get off that shit, bro. That shit's dead. That shit's dead. You can't get mad what we say and what we do. Like, y'all can't come over here and just be on that bullshit. I understand that you didn't like the screenshots that I threw at you. I think you're probably mad about that screenshot over the advisor. You take it up to him. If you have a problem with any of us, me or him, we got platforms. Shouts out to the advisor once again, Just DeAndre himself. He's got a whole channel. If you have an issue with him, you check him. But it's no hate to DeAndre or anything. Shouts out to him again, once again. And with a great show, and I'll see the replay again. But oh boy, One Community, wherever your name is, I ain't got the screenshot of your comment, what you said. And I heard what you said. And the reason I deleted your other comment, I didn't like how you want to comment it twice. Just do it one time, please. Anybody that comments, I won't say this in the future to anybody. That goes for anybody in the chat or if somebody new. Do not comment twice. If you comment 2 or 3 times or more, I'm going to delete it. I'm not going to read all that shit. If you have a problem, just have a long sentence and just make it brief. I'm not going to read all that extra shit. I'm sorry. Let me respond. Then you can do all that. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a space, you a space. That's how that works. I don't like when people comment like 4 or 5 times ahead of me. I'm sick of that. I already done that with my old shit. Don't do that. That's disrespectful. That's like, just keep it to a minimum. Okay? Like, if you have a problem, that's it. And we resolved it. I resolved it over here. You know, if you didn't like that, that's cool. I ain't gonna mention you again. But don't try to threaten me with some bullshit. Don't do that. You do that, I will air you out because you was cool with Information Man. Shouts out to Information Man. That's cool. I know you got in with Golden Child, but don't come at me like that. I'm not one of these niggas over here, man. Don't do that. Because you'll get roasted by the villains over here. So don't do that. Don't do that. We said a lot worse on Discord. So I'm letting you live. And I hope you hear this. There's no hate towards you, my man. But don't do that to me like that. Don't come at me sideways. I accept your grievances. I apologize on my end for light roasting you through the screenshots, whatever. That's cool. But why on the old video though? Like, come on, man. You could have came in the chat. We would have chopped it up. We would have talked. That was it. But it's no hate towards you or anybody. You know, I throw jokes at everybody, man. Everybody can get it. It's like equal opportunity. Y'all ain't above approach. And even me, people joke on me and I don't give a shit. I ignore them the next day. If you're going to make a response, make a good one. But I'm not going to respond to that shit. I'll look at it and not care. That's just how I am with it now. Because last year I did, but now I really don't. After this, for the past 2 months, niggas coming at me sideways, I don't really care. You don't have to be all aggressive in the comments. I understand your grievances, but my man, you got to calm down. Like, I understand that you commented twice, and the reason I had to delete that because I didn't like that how you come off. I said, no, man, I want to read this right here. This is what I'm gonna stick with. That other shit, fall back. I'm not one of these dudes on the internet like that. Stop it. I actually got a life outside of this shit. So I'm saying I'm not you niggas. Y'all can have this bullshit trying to say I'm helping big. Don't do that. Just say you help big YouTubers. I help small ones to grow, okay? I don't give a fuck about big YouTubers. They don't help me out. I don't fuck with them. They don't fuck with me. And that's just where it is. They respect that. I don't like nobody on YouTube like that. I try to tell you, I told y'all about 2012 about how this channel was built. I don't have to like everybody. It's not a fucking requirement. I might have to make that as a vlog stream. I'm gonna break that down. It's not a fucking requirement. Not like somebody on YouTube. That goes for anybody. That's just like, you could be respectful and be associates, but it's not a requirement. And that's one of my slogans I always said to myself and people in the workforce. And I always quote that. That's one of my own quotes. It's not a requirement to like someone. It's not a requirement. You earn that. It's like respect. You got to earn shit in this world. Shouts out to DS1. You got to earn respect. Respect has to be earned. You got my respect for coming at me on that comment. I'll give you that. Now, if I said something egregious, that's cool. But don't come off the handle like crazy, bro. You ain't that dude, man. Stop it, bro. I'm not with that nigga shit. Keep that nigga shit to yourself. You dudes ain't built like that. Y'all talk all this shit, but y'all ain't built like that. Stop it. I ain't these niggas. And I ain't from up north. I'm from the south. We knock your heads off down here, boy. We don't play that bullshit down here. Because in person, you would have got your head cracked. To be honest with you, where I'm from, you would have got your brain splattered for disrespecting me like that. See, I let you live because it's the internet. I let you live now because I'm older. When I was younger, I would have cracked you. I'll tell you a story about me when I cracked this man's jaw when I was on medication, when I was depressed, clinically depressed, when I was 18, and I cut that shit off at 23. I was violent, bro. I was violent before I had the medicine. So, dude, if you would have met me in my 20s and my teens, I'd have cracked you. I was like 6'3" and above, boy. And I was mobile. Everybody at 6 feet is not slow and doofus. No, we got hands. We're surgical. We just know how to catch you if you do something stupid. It's like a bullfighting. You know what I mean? Because we fight. We put hands and feet, and we do all the dumb shit too. But them days, I ain't going to say I'm gangster with it. I'm just saying I used to do shit like that when I was young. I ain't want to be that monster again. I keep that shit in the closet, bro. Like, I understand y'all want to be tough on here, but no, you're going to get hurt by someone and you're going to catch it. See, I ain't threatening you or anything. I'm just saying, just be careful who y'all talk to on here, man. Like, these people don't fuck with you like that. Just keep it respectful and we'll be good. And I'm going to keep mine respectful. If you don't like what I said, that's cool, but challenge any of us on our points. Keep it there. Yes, we're going to throw jokes. You can throw a joke at me. Like, you think I care? I don't care. I understand people that don't like my ass. I respect that. But just come on, man. Come on with the fake shit. Just say you didn't like what I said on that screenshot and just keep it at that. You know, I was addressing what I saw on the panel. You just happen to be on it. Now, the guy that I addressed, it wasn't really you. It was the guy that I don't fuck with because I fuck with someone else that's his rival. He don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. I mean, I already have my certain allegiance. So you should know that by now. It is what it is. It's no hate towards you, but it's just like, I hate when dudes trying to be aggressive. But we ain't soft down here, my man. You get hurt out here, man. Like, everybody in the South ain't weak as you think. You get killed out here, man. Like, the last time we had up north dude thought he was tough. He got his brains peeled. He got robbed. Done bad in Bankhead somewhere. I heard stories, bro. I've been here for years, man. I can tell you stories that you wouldn't even last, my nigga. You ain't last down here for broad daylight, man. Stop it, man. Y'all ain't built like that no more. This ain't the 90s. This ain't the early 2000s. This is 2022. You get body down here. Oh, it's gone information, man. Salute. Appreciate you for stopping by. But I'm saying, though, I get what he was saying. But that's our thing, man. That's what villains do. Like I try to tell you, ACS all day, man. All day, bro. Ain't no beef over here. It's just, we talk about everybody. That's what we do. We spectate on the drama, man. Like that's what we're known for. We ain't mad at the world all day. It's just y'all just take shit left field sometimes. And we ain't mad at y'all all the time. We just talk bad about niggas like Mal Mannerman and everybody else, and they get mad when we talk about him. He's got his disciples, and shit gets emotional. You can't talk about our God. You can't talk about our God like that. And then they won't start crying and shit. Come on, bruh. That's just, we gotta stop acting like this ain't a problem. Like, this is why I talk about idol worship. I'm against idol worship. That's why I don't worship nobody on YouTube. I'm sorry, man. Like, what do you expect me to do? I criticize everybody I see on YouTube that does wrong shit and people get misled. And then next thing you know, they turn on them. They get publicly executed based off pre-records. They get publicly executed based off any little thing. And I see this 1,000 times. I understand what he was talking about in the comment, but I had to address this part. This is why you got to have an independent mind, folks. You can't think one-dimensional sometimes. You got to have a span of options. Even if it's the same shit we're on, you have different topics, and you keep at it, and then you move on to the next one. So being an independent thinker, being evergreen content, you got to have some pure content and substance about yourself. So what you do is you talk about the things that you like, and you just move on. I mean, live streams is like the one thing. Here's the one thing I hate about live streams and people that do podcasts. The fanatics and the people on here, they think they can touch you. To be honestly, they can't. I mean, they can if they act aggressively, but in their minds, they think you won't respond. You got to respond to them physically, and they'll stop that bullshit. They don't think they can get touched. It's tit for tat over here. Like, y'all know better. Don't start that shit. It won't be none. It's just like, I get that y'all can't take jokes. I'm sorry. Like, we throw shots at everybody. I throw shots at myself, and I don't even care. I do some dumb shit. But anyways, it's just what it is, man. And it's just, it is what it is. What's going on, Raven? But yeah, man, like, dude, that's what villains do. Like, we don't give a fuck. We're antagonists. We're contrarians to a degree. What we showed you on your woman's panel. Shouts out to Cat anyway. And we did that already. We did that. I did that 2 years ago based off who I was. I always played the bad guy for the manosphere. Always their bad guy. It's just finally we create a sphere called the villain sphere with the captain. And that now we're everywhere else. That's a good thing. That's a great thing. But y'all don't like us. Quiet as a kept. Y'all act like y'all do, but y'all don't like no villains. You ain't supposed to. You observe us what we do. Yes, we're contrarians in argument's sake and content's sake, but we are antagonists to a lot of the overall message. But we do spectate the drama. We spectate the fuckery, why the fuckery exists, why you should take better options, and we hold everybody to the fire. We already hold ourselves accountable. That's what we do. But we hold everybody else in the fire because we want to ask you questions. Do you stand on this? That's what I did. I did this like months ago of last year. I tell people, I asked them a question. Do you stand on this belief? I asked them hard ass questions. Them niggas didn't want to answer. They said, man, fuck it. I ain't answering that. You know, niggas want to argue with me for shit. Even on the brain trust, I asked some hard shit. They ain't dance around. They answer it. They answered me some hard shit last year. I asked them straight up. I ain't give a fuck. Oh, I did streams when I had panels that people act crazy. And I did that shit. And I stayed calm, man. I let it ride. I had streams that got copyright notices and shit. Yeah. That means I'm back in the algorithm, y'all. I ain't worried about no algorithm like that, but I'm just saying, but don't. It's just what it is, man. But you gotta understand something. You gotta understand something. Most people don't care what I think anyway. So you can feel free to disagree all day long. There's certain people that do and some people that don't care. But I appreciate the fact that people know what I'm saying is valid on some things. Now, shouts out to APTV, Absalom Pianki. He was saying, I'm just saying, like, man, I told him what it was. The reason you don't have us in the forefront in the algorithm, I try to tell them, it's the mindless topics that we talk about. That's not important and conducive. Yeah, you can do it in short term span, which is cool. But what are you doing in your life helping others? I mean, shouts out to DS1 once again. He said about that boy that lost his father at 13, and he was a fucking child. He was a kid. He was a kid. It's fucked up, but he was a fucking kid. And he did a great stream. This is what happens when drill rappers are gangsterized. There's no different. This is the type of shit I was talking about. Now, I ain't saying I'm gangster with it. I'm just saying I don't like saying that shit because we was part of that generation. But you got these old niggas going to complain that they don't want to help the youth, but they want to dictate but don't know how to parent their kids. I see this a lot too. And I ain't a parent or anything, but shouts out to the real parents, the real family that's actual struggle on both parents. Hope y'all do the best, but I'm just saying, but I'm not here to save no children, anybody. They have to save themselves. They have to think for themselves as well, even though they still have to listen to order to their family and like that and have different thoughts, and don't listen to this weirdo shit you see on the internet. Think for your damn self. That's what my dad told me growing up. He said, think for yourself. There's other things to read about. You can read anything you want. Just don't let no one dictate you. That's what he taught me. Okay. I remember that growing up. Now, yeah, I had outside and everything else, but I remember that growing up. But you niggas on here ain't got no hobbies, bro. It is what it is. But I'm just saying, but you can't come here and start crying about shit. Y'all ain't had that the parental experience of two parents, which I had, and they did the best they could. Okay, but that stream that DS1 did was excellent. Was excellent. And he showed what excellence was about. And he showed you, yeah, he's got two boys, I believe he has. And shouts out to him again. But that stream was epic when he did that. And he showed the example. That kid was hurt. If they want to ban drill music, that would hurt his shit, right? They'll get rid of everything, right? That's what I'm okay with that. Quiet as scale. I listen to different genres anyway. But when it comes to that music, that's America. You can't get rid of it. Let me tell you something. When Cerulli played that bugle from the Marines and shit, violent song compared to that shit. It's always got violent songs. See, people think drill's violent. No, there's a lot of violent genres and violent songs and violent war songs that we got in this country. They just put it in a rap form called drill music. They be drilling shit. They ready to kill music. It actually means kill music. But it is what it is, though. You can't get mad at the world and expect people to agree and disagree with you all day long. So it is what it is, man. But I'm done addressing that little sidebar situation. What's going on, Mike? Salute. It's just like, I'm so tired, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a form of gangster rap. Yeah. I'm so tired of dressing people like that. Yeah, man. I see this all the time. And that's just what I'm saying. Like, I'm so tired of addressing people. If I say something wrong in the screenshot, I'm gonna do me, man. That's part of that network that I support. And I'm gonna support the advisors to the fullest. If he wants me to do that, I'll do that segment. I ain't got no problem with the advisor doing it. If he likes that, I gave him Mondays for a reason. So I can do this. I can talk about various topics, don't not open up the panel, period. Because people don't come through when they talk about this shit. No. Because I'll talk about various current events, what's going on. I ain't worrying about that war over there. I'll talk about that tomorrow, connecting to Putin with totalitarianism. We're going to break that down. He's one of those dynamic leaders that we was talking about. But we're going to reference what totalitarian is. I'm going to bring the philosophy shit out. Y'all better be ready. Y'all better be fucking ready. Once I bring that shit out, that's y'all's ass. I talked about that in 2 streams on the political world systems. I talked about that twice. See, when you talk about totalitarianism, you already got to get in this meat of it. What is totalitarianism as a whole? Get what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to understand, it's a part of it, but you got to understand what totalitarianism in its purest form. So you get what you say, like political world systems. I did 12 videos on that shit. I did part 2, part 1. I broke that shit down. So yeah, communitarianism 1 and 2. It was light. Didn't do much. Egalitarianism, we talked about that. Fascism, we talked about that. So again, we here now. So y'all gotta understand. I don't talk about the feminism shit. That's mute at this point because people pick and choose who they want to listen to. I'm not mad what y'all think. I don't give a fuck what y'all think at this point because y'all think y'all own minds anyway. I'm not hating on y'all what y'all think. Like I give a fuck what everybody else thinks. I don't follow trends, bro. I don't follow propaganda, prophecy tropes. I don't follow PPTs. I don't do that shit. That's what y'all do on the internet. Y'all expect a nigga like me to care, and I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. But let me see this. Let me switch this for a minute. Let me switch the avatar for a minute. I'm gonna talk to y'all like this. I'm not playing with y'all. But like I said, this is what I stand on, and I stand over here greatly. Now I know people want to comment and talk about things like that, and they want to address the issue. That's cool. But if you want to come one of my live streams, I'll address you in the chat room. But there ain't gonna be no arguments about this shit. Like, who cares? Like, if you got a channel, you got a channel. I mean, people are gonna support. That's cool. But do it over there, man. Like, we're villains. We're not on this pro-black shit. I'm not on that. I was years ago. I have a little ounce left, and I'm not saying I hate my people, but half of those people ain't my people. They niggas. They just choose to be niggas. I just calling out what it is. And we're not a fucking monolith. We don't care like that. If it was a monolith, we would act like it, but we're not. We got issues. So miss me with that diaspora nonsense, man. Y'all ass always got bodied 10 years ago. I killed y'all. We killed y'all in debates. Y'all sound stupid. Y'all ain't upgrade your information since then. Y'all like side nigga and everybody else. I don't fuck with that nigga. He don't like my ass. Fuck that nigga. I treat him what he is, just like everybody else. They're the bottom of my shoe. You niggas ain't really about that, man. Stop it. Nobody fucks with y'all like that. Y'all need to go somewhere and sit down with that shit. Y'all sphere is trash. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You ain't got no content. Y'all talk all this bullshit and try to say I ain't got content. No, I got content for days. Y'all just on bullshit. Y'all shit don't work. Okay? Fuck out of here with that money talk. It's bullshit. This shit can disappear in one day. So I can live without you too. So I can do that. But niggas don't have the independent thinking skills. They like stagnation content, but they don't like evergreen content to teach them how to survive this shit and move forward and keep your actual job and use this as a hobby, as a messaging board. So people gonna treat this shit what it is. You cannot get mad when people do real shit. I don't get mad what people say. So in times like these, you got to think for your damn self. You got to think for your damn self and stop crying about shit that doesn't matter. Like, bruh, it doesn't matter when someone says something bad about you. I have a lot of things that said about me 10 years plus and prior when I came on YouTube. Before I came on YouTube when I was younger, they wasn't talking bad about me. It was decent. But prior, yeah, in school, whatever, and I fought through that shit. I didn't care about them. I was realistic what I was saying, but then you got to look at the fact that over the years later, they started to hate on me when I was doing different types of topics. When I switched to this was a hard process. This took me a good chunk of 3 to 4.5 years in the beginning of this channel. This channel came in 2012? This is my second channel, bruh. I lost the first one. I lost one before. I already know what that's like. So you niggas don't know that. This one, I worked hard. I keep this one maintained. So I don't fuck with a lot of people that act stupid on here. I just don't. Like, I treat this what it is. Like, you niggas, y'all ain't no threat. There's gonna be a troll in here and say, why you do that to us? Why? Why you gotta hurt angry man? Why you gotta hurt a malmannered man? Why? They were saying that Sunday, man. I had to time that motherfucker out. I had to zap his ass. I had to snipe him. I said, "Get your bitch ass out of here." The motherfucker was whining, man. Why? Why? Y'all villains need to stop. Y'all villains need to stop. Take it down, channel. I don't want to hear all that shit. Fuck out of here. This is 2022. I told you what it was. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. It's just like they keep crying about the shit. I'm just like, niggas be like saying, man, y'all need to stop, man. I saw that last Sunday, man. This past Sunday, man. This is ridiculous. Like, come on. Like, who does that in a troll account? Like, bruh. Y'all are desperate, bro. Y'all need a life. Y'all need a life for real. You niggas need a life, man. Like, at least I do something off this shit. But god damn. I ain't got no hobbies. Y'all ain't got nothing. Y'all want to talk all this bullshit and trying to say we ain't shit. Get out of here. You niggas is wild, bro. Y'all be on some bullshit. Like, I get y'all mad at the villain sphere. You know, the villain sector of the villain sphere that we tell it like it is, and we pull people's whole cards. It's stupid, like pesky villains that we are. We're pesky. We do the dastardly things, the villainous behavior. But y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop, man, because nobody wants to deal with the bullshit. So let's just say this. I'm not gonna mention no names on this series. I'm not gonna care. I don't give a fuck who y'all are, but don't attack me like y'all got some sense. Y'all need to stop, bro. Y'all need to stop. This shit that we see on YouTube, this is just a small sample size. Off this shit, niggas wouldn't say that in person. They get slapped up and they've been done. I had to address this one individual that commented on my old video, and I had to tell him, look, I ain't one of these niggas, bruh. You could address me in the chat room on the live stream, and we've been good. I'd have talked to you. And it's not about hate or anything. Like, dude, like, it's no hate towards you either. But I'm just saying, my man, just don't come at me sideways like that, bro. Like, I ain't that dude. I'm not these dudes on here, dude. I joke around and we do shit. It's just fair game. Like, if you're mad about that screenshot, I already took that shit down, bro. I ain't gonna have to meet you again. But but this is the last time I'm gonna address certain individuals that comment once. You barely, I think you comment on my vlog stream one time. This is the second time. See, you don't be here a lot. You got to be here religiously, bro. I know you be in the clouds, but shouts out to you. But just don't be afraid to say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna snipe you. Just be respectful and come on, man. I'm not these dudes, bro. Don't assume. Never assume who I am. You'll learn something. I joke at everybody I see in these black spaces. They ain't really built like that. They get exposed eventually. Everybody gets touched. This is a new internet and new year, new day. We ain't on no PPTs bullshit. We're not on propaganda, prophecy tropes. I don't believe in tropes. I hate them. That's what sets us back. That's why I don't care about no space. This, that. No, you niggas is over there. We on our own shit. We're not manosphere. We don't fuck with y'all like that. We're monsters over here. We crush shit and get you up out of here. Always been the bad guy 2 years ago. I accept that. You got fake bad guys in the manosphere. They ain't shit. We're the real ones. They ain't about shit. See, we earn our stripes by doing different things that piss people off and push the narrative. You gotta understand something. Most people don't give a shit. We gotta stop. We gotta stop fronting like we care, and technically we don't. It's just we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that, man. Like y'all act like we care about the shit, and we really don't. We just give y'all a little respect, and that's it. We don't really care that much. But shouts out to certain people. It is what it is, man. Like, I understand people don't like my ass and don't like the villain sphere. That's cool. But you think I give a fuck? I move on from this shit and we just be out of here. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I said stop simping too. I don't be simping none of that shit. But but what I showed in that screenshot for the Lapeef Network, shouts out to them. They have a decent channel. The villains don't have to like that channel. The reason I like that channel because I want to observe where they going with this shit. But the women on there are awesome. I'm not gonna lie. She gave that dude pushback, which is great, by the way. That's great content, great movement, and great movement forward. We're gonna be in a good place. But you gotta understand that if you join there, you gotta show yourself. You gotta show yourself and don't be afraid. And they gonna put you on TV. And next thing you know, if you're on TV, they fuck with you long term. So you gotta understand that people are gonna fuck with you the long way. The long way. And when they do that, you get that respect. But people forget that we do things on efficiency level. See, a lot of you niggas, y'all just want to cry about the same old shit all the time, like trauma bonding. And shouts out to the advisor. He said, what'd he say? They be snuffling and duffling. They need to stop that shit too. And they crazy, man. Too much of that shit. So he said snuffling and duffling. I'll say it like this. I'll say they be what we used to say. I forget. We used to say something in the South where I'm from, like originally. We said they be flipping and flopping. My mom said they be flipping and flopping over a goddamn female. That's what my mother used to say. And all that roughhouse and acting all like a child tearing up shit. Yeah, that's why I be saying they be flipping and flopping on their bullshit. They be circle jerking their ass off. They love circles. But it is what it is, and they just want to cry about a specific female. It ain't gonna get them nowhere. I thought they were all whores. I'm like, bruh, we gotta stop that. Chak, chak, chia. It is what it is, man. Like, people just gonna be them. You gotta understand the content and its context. So we see what we see. Oh shit. We need to stop. I'm tired because I didn't take a nap because I already knew I took that shower and it got me and I was itching a little bit. That was earlier. I ain't gonna be on this bitch for long, so y'all have to worry about me not doing an all-nighter. So I already know. This motherfucker's gonna be who they are. So I already get it. And people gonna be mad for the rest of the time. You think I give a shit what people get mad and what they say about me? That's just dead. You gotta understand something. Most people don't really care. Like, this shit can be gone in years and you niggas weren't able to survive. It's nothing, bruh. I've been on these spaces and these things for years, and I can tell you no one gives a shit. You can lose your shit any day. Nobody's above approach. Same with me. I ain't above approach. It seems like it, but I'm not above approach. Just challenge me on my shit and just come forward. You know, we ain't gonna hurt you over here. Just be respectful. If you're on that bullshit, we get you up out of here. It is what it is. I don't care who don't like it. It's just what it is, man. We're fair over here. We're not those dudes over there. That's them dudes. But y'all come in here act like y'all got some sense, man. Like, we ain't trying to dictate what y'all think. It is what it is, though. Yeah, it does. It does. I think Raven said that. I read that. Yeah, it does. He said, when you break the chain and stay on your path, the path becomes the companion. Oh, exactly. That's exactly what I've been saying the longest. Some people don't see it that way. That's the point of being an independent thinker. That's the whole concept of being evergreen, period. Once you become purely evergreen, you understand what you're dealing with, people you deal with, especially doing live streams. I structure these shits very well. What I realized, though, people was talking about the same old stuff and they wouldn't stop long term. So yeah, this stuff is like, you see this a lot, but people just get super emotional and just don't stop. Just like with the trolling stuff. The trolling is understandable, but come with some points, please. Because you got people be broadcasting drama a lot. And drama sells. That's what gets you in the door. And they allow certain things to be said. So it's like that sometimes. So people get upset what we're doing. They don't like what we're doing. And it's just what it is, you know, you see the future. But one thing I could say, you know, Captain's been here for a long time. He said situational awareness. And it's just what it is, man. Like, one thing I could say, when I started the series, I knew this was going to be good. And see, I did 2 streams on this and it turned into a series because I knew this was going to be a topic for me to thrive in. I had to pick a certain days. Like, I picked Mondays for a reason. And then I switched it to Tuesdays. This is a good for those weekdays. Because see, when it gets to Wednesday, it's a hump day. But that Thursday is like, it's like Monday to certain people. It's the new Monday. So we here now. So I've been busy upgrading my shit, especially audio wise. Got an interface that's compatible to certain microphones I researched. I got the wrong one, but I should have went with the M audio. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna get it with this microphone I'm using now. I gotta watch some videos if it's compatible. Got the cord to go with it. So yeah. So, but I did like the XLR cable with this mic, but it didn't connect with my interface. I got the wrong one. It's not compatible to that one. That was not a converter. It don't deal with converters. I think this one does. The one I'm looking at, I should have got it. That was my replacement with the original Behringer with the gray knobs. They was sold out in Sweetwater, and I said they was gonna give me M audio. I should have got M audio. I wasn't thinking. If I had M audio, I would have been. Oh man, y'all would have heard me. Y'all be like, "What the fuck? Who's this nigga speaking?" Yeah, man. Because I'm thinking about getting it now. Because I made a mistake on this one. I won't keep this one. The new Behringer, one of the newer models, they got the one that's durable, but the one with the 22, it's got a mic's comparisons. It's just unbelievable. That's compatible with it. So there's certain mics I may have to get. It could be a condenser of their brand or a dynamic. We'll see. We'll see. That's what I've been doing. Not much. It's been raining down here the past couple of days. Trying to get it aired out. You do what you do. So it's been an hour, so we here. It is what it is. So we stand on it. So yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's just what it is. And some people are just gonna take it like that. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. And once you see that, you know what time it is. But like I said, this is one of the things that I teach. But then, you know, when you teach that evergreen stuff, you keep it that way. So once you have that evergreen content, you just it's pure. You can teach about things that no one has heard before. Like you could add shit. You can talk about outside, how you rode on the skateboard a different way, different angles, any topic, and just bona fide it and show it, show and prove. You know, but when I go outside, it's therapeutic. What I do out there, I come up with random topics I've seen lately on the news, showing it, and then later after I'm done with that stream, you know, I go to the store and go whatever, you know, meet people and things like that. Yes, I get off this thing every now and then, all times. I don't be streaming twice a day like that. That's how you know. Yeah, I'll be in the chat rooms talking, but then I'll be in the clouds watching. And then after that, I fall back and that's it. I don't watch much but the news because of this war shit. See what people are talking about. But people don't understand. That's just how I got down on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like most people get upset when things go left. But shouts out to Brother X. He's got a moderated discussion. It's just what it is, and I'm gonna shout him out. I'm gonna salute him. I'm gonna leave it alone. It's a moderated discussion. So it is what it is. And shouts out to Nathaniel. He's got good content as well. Ask Nathaniel. Appreciate him too. He said, "Is it cold in ATL? Is it cool in ATL? Yeah, it's kind of cool down here. Yeah, it's about 48 because it's been raining. The early part of March is still winter. I don't know why y'all don't know that. We ain't gonna get it till real soon." He said, "April will be awesome in Atlanta. Yeah, it will be, but it's gonna be the pollen, the pollen shit. Yeah, I've seen 9 events. Seen 9 events live on the stream. Saw 8 died right on cam. Now prep for even higher gas prices. You can't make this shit up. No, you can't. You can't. That's a good point. I'm gonna give you a star for that one. Yeah, that right there, what you just said, it's awful. I've been watching France 24/7 lately. That shit is very realistic, and most people get mad when we break this shit down. And we're gonna talk about this tomorrow about totalitarianism and its purity. So what we're saying is very valid. So this is the type of discussions we should be having instead of this other shit that we be on 24/7. So again, and that's the thing that we've been having. So mostly you see this a lot. So one thing I can say in so many words, I know it's like an hour and 46 minutes, and I know it's like 9:37 Eastern. So we in the thick of it. I'll still be here. I'll still be here. Yeah, I gotta plug this in. Yeah. All that. So as we gonna continue to the ones that are listening, got my clown nose. Hope this ain't going anywhere. Yeah. Get my clown nose. Let me stick this in here. Let me stick this in here. Somebody's acting stupid. Right around the corner. So yeah. He says, gotta stop beating around the bush. Fast. Yeah, true. He said, what else? He said, whenever he ever ways Americans are going to have to tough it out. Stay on your focus, fellas. Invest only in you. Save all your pennies, rainy days, and save for the country. Okay, I get what you're saying. But yeah, man. You got to stop being around the bush. And what I was saying was in so many words, but that Ukraine stuff, man, it was inevitable. I'll mention the Syrians and the rebels part tomorrow why he did that. That's a repeat of when they was trying to take out Assad, that shit backfired. That's basically what it was. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow in reference why Russians are desperate. A lot said Russians doing something. They ain't doing shit. Don't listen to these niggas in the Igmore clan trying to tell you, oh, they're going to do this. They're going to do that. That's bullshit. Ukrainians are tough. That guy is a J that runs the fucking internet and his type in Ukraine's, no, they're going to be like Israel. They're going to be protected all times. Just because they're not part of NATO, that doesn't mean they're not protected. They got people over there protecting them, man. Y'all don't know how this thing works. That's basically what I'm talking about. That's basically what we're seeing right now out there overseas. Them people dip. Some people are caught in between the chaos. I had someone on the panel say, "You okay? Is something wrong with that?" I said, "No, I have sinus problems. That happens when it's damp and cold outside. You already know." It is what it is. When you have that, it is what it is. Oh yeah, I never do. But that's the thing about me never folding, and especially on content and things like that. So you gotta do what you gotta do, because some people are gonna take this thing and just run with it. They say, "Oh, he said this, but he folded. He voted." I ain't never gonna fold. And that's the whole thing. So I know people streaming across the block, things like that. You think I'm gonna stop? I'm not gonna stop. I don't care who doesn't like me or whatever. I just keep it going. But some people gotta say, man, you gotta think for your damn self. I know people's gonna think for a rainy day and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna be what it is, man. Oh, me, my ears is all blotched up. So yeah, it's gonna be 2 hour mark. Yeah, it's maybe 2 or 3 hours. I don't see if I'm gonna cut it. If people don't come through, I can cut it from the 2 hour mark. We'll see, or 3. I don't see who else is gonna come in, because I don't know who's gonna come in tonight. It's 9:43, but when it gets to 9:50, it's 2 hours. We're gonna go in a little bit more. We're gonna talk a little bit more. So I can do 2 hours and 3 hours by myself. I can do that. But if I was really up and alert, I can go 3 hours. I don't know if I can make it. We gotta see, because I got time tonight. But if anybody asks for something to come up, I tell them, look, I'll drop it and that's it. But this all good. It's no need tonight, because I'm kind of drained. I've been up all day. So I'm gonna get some rest. I ain't closing it down just yet. I'm just waiting to the 2 hour mark. I'm gonna talk for like 45 minutes and then I'll cut it. I'm gonna do something like that. See who's gonna come through, because I know people came through. Shouts out to everybody that came through, that was in the clouds, and people come through in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. This is a good time for me to understand people, and I like what I'm seeing. I'm like what I'm saying. This is gonna be a trend from now on. When I do these open discussions, because I saw how Ty City did it. But Sunday, I will open it up to the hour mark and then just drop it. I'm not gonna do what I normally did for Thursday Thrills. That's gonna be standard. You're just gonna have to ask for it. Because last year I just was willy-nilly, and now it's like, no, I changed that when shit went left. Certain individuals is weird, bro. They want to come at me like crazy on here, Lance. Stop it, bro. Like we're not here over here just acting crazy. We don't do shit like that. Some people get mad at the villain aspect. We perpetuate a lot of stuff, yeah. But we understand that you gotta have some form of acknowledgement. So people don't like the fact that we're explaining ourselves, telling it like it is, and pulling people's cards. That's what I've been doing for the past probably 2 years. It is what it is. So some people, they want to be on their bullshit and try to hate and be crazy. And it's, oh, this guy here. Yeah, I stopped talking. Some people just what it is, bro. Some people is what it is. I mean, some people just gonna do them. I know people don't like the fact that what I'm saying is bad, but it is what it is. I mean, some people just gonna be who they are. I'm not worried about what's going on, you know what I mean? Because I know there's things in the world we should be talking about and just be like, all right, this is gonna be good. And you just gotta look at it, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, she got a ranch, good mama. Oh God, they don't want to talk about. Okay. Well, that's Brother X's channel. You gotta respect it, you know. He's going that way. And you just gotta look at it. You can't just get mad what an individual does. And I mean you wanna do that, you wanna do that. It's a lot of shit I would show. Ooh-wee. But you know, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. So what y'all say, folks, man, like this series is good, but most people gotta understand, man, something like this. When people say there's not many places that independent thinking around the world, yeah, that's true in certain countries, but I kind of disagree. There is always independent thinkers. They just come in different formats and forms. And some people just can't do this long term. I respect that. And that's how you gotta look at it in so many words. Once you got that type of format. But you know what I'm saying? But most people gonna do what they do. I'll say it like this. When I did a series on it, I didn't think it was gonna be that good. People like it. And that's good, you know, because normally, but you know, I saw something yesterday over at Bombs, and she chin checked Sister George, called her a single mother and a loser. I was like, God damn, Bomb. AKA the slug. I didn't know you had it in you. Like shit, that's awful. Yeah, but she destroyed Sister George before I even watched the stream from last night. Looks like Bomby Bomb wasn't playing. It is what it was. It is ain't gonna be ain't. But you gotta do what you gotta do. The one thing about me is like what I can say in so many words, think for yourself. Stay away from these tropes, propagandas, and all that stuff. That stuff can set us back long term. I know it's hard. People love the propaganda and the weight. But like I said before, and I said at the beginning, but shouts out to the brothers in the past talking about things like that, their experiences, workplace, current events, dealing with people. And that's part of the series, man. Thinks outside the box. And you got to think for yourself and make sure things will work out. You got to be incentivized something, like the advisor always said, and then you have to make sure everything is going to be cool. So it's 2 hours. For me, give me 15 to 30 minutes. Cause I don't think I'm gonna make I'm kind of drained, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna talk for another 15 to 30 minutes if y'all feel like it. Y'all can ask me anything. Cause I'm still here, you know. Cause I hope I ain't gonna doze off. Cause this shit is just wild, bro. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, cause I got a whole nother stream tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that Putin shit. And then we're gonna expound on things. But today we're gonna be like, you know, tonight we're gonna be like just talking about real shit. Just talk about what you did, what the experience in the workplace and things like that. And I think uh, the captain or somebody, I don't know who was on that panel, but that panel was epic too. But yeah, man, that's a whole nother story. But you know, we'll see where this will lead. Oh, bot. Yay. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. See, that's a sign. Yeah, I'm in the clear. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There you go. There you go. See, when I'm talking about real shit, you in the clear. You niggas don't know nothing about that. If you don't get a bot, you're in the danger zone, nigga. And we don't get views for pussy. We don't do that over here. So, like I said, it is what it is. It is ain't gonna be ain't. But y'all folks is crazy and expect me to change my shit worldwide, man. Y'all crazy, bro. We ain't got time for this shit. And it's just like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like we just gonna be like, hey. Yeah. And I'm just like acting crazy, bro. I don't know what Devin Wade's talking about. Man, I hear it's kind of itching and frolicking. What they talking about? She can't sick my girls. She can't suck my girls' yitties. I mean titties featuring Agent Sparks. Oh Lord. Some sexual shit. Okay. Or they ain't talking about nothing. Niggas is wild, bro. I know what's coming next. I know what's coming up. What's coming down. He said, you pesky villains need to stop flagging, dog. You pesky villains. You pesky villains. Y'all need to stop making fun of me, nigga. Stop making fun of me, nigga. It is what it is. It is what it ain't. I didn't think I was gonna get this much hate in 2 months of this year. This is a good start. And I think that's a good thing. And I think People know where they stand at. We all know where we stand at. Because last year was kind of like a co-op year. Everybody was looking for cover and things like that. I got tired of that shit. That nigga shit was on 1,000 last year. This year is kind of different. I like it for some reason. I like it better than last year because last year was bullshit. We just stood around and plot shit. That's what we did. And talked and build, talked and build, talked and build. That's all we did. On our attacks and shit. But yeah. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing because what I'm learning about this channel, man, we on fire with it. But it is what it is. I think people just gonna do what they do. So, in so many words, why care? Why care? I know people got their own problems like everybody else, and it's just like, okay, I see where this is going. Okay. But yeah, man, like I've seen a lot. We'll have to just like, discuss it. So what we got here, two hours, 6 minutes. Okay. I'll say 2 hours and 15 or 30 minutes or so. I mean 30 seconds, I'm itching my pores out. Woo. Nerves popping and shit. But that's what happens, man, when you do a couple of these live streams a long time, you be so efficient. Some people want you to do like 4 hours by yourself, 5. Anybody can do that. 9 hours and then have a panel. I've done that before. Depends on how long. People try to say, "Are you gonna do a marathon?" I said, "No, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I did that last year. That shit was dead. I did that shit. I was like, oh my God, how long am I gonna be here? Niggas is crazy." But like I said before, I said it again, I'll get a small grade on my end, but some things you just gotta be you. So I know people were gonna focus on the outside. Well, yeah, I am. I'll be in the spring more of the trees and stuff. But yeah, some people just ain't gonna talk about it as much. And he said, these niggas don't be outside. Well, I do. I just get off this shit as much as often, You see a lot of changes. But it's coming. It's coming. It's coming the way it's gonna be coming. Some people are gonna look at it and be like, oh man, this nigga ain't talking about nothing. He's just being brutal, being barbaric. And I'm like, all right, nigga. Y'all just don't know. Some people just gonna look at it like that way. So yeah, it's one of those nights. And I appreciate everybody came through. Mike, Raven, who else came through? Mike, Raven, who else came through? Shar, appreciate you. Degenerate, appreciate you. Fellow villain sphere. Information man, appreciate you for coming through. Mace, who else came through? HBICRS, appreciate you coming through. Love. Just DeAndre, known as Dr. Doom himself, the advisor, appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta do that. So, like I said, man, like always embrace and be evergreen with your shit. like I said, like I did last year on the 30th, and that was the whole purpose of this series. It wasn't nothing political. I was trying to correct. Well, we don't do that over here. We do our thing, and we don't need you. It is what it is. So I hate when people try to go out and try to fit in and try to be an interlope and things like that. We don't play that shit over here. We call out that shit immediately. And you think jumping was bad? Shit. Wait till all the people that don't like you in your own shit. So yeah. But that's the whole purpose of it. You know, I think people just need to stop and think about what they're saying in so many words. So when you deal with people, you deal with them accordingly. So yeah, I mean, I'm not even tripping off this shit. So the thing about it is, that's the thing. And that's the thing. So you got to understand what's going on here. So that's just what it is. You know. Let me see right here. What's the deal? Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll see this right quick. Let's see this right quick. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Okay, nobody. Okay, good. Yeah, because it's gonna be a light stream. Because I think I done said enough already. I'm looking at this interface right here. Look at this bad boy right here. Woo wee. I want to add some pieces to it. Buy some pieces. This is stock. This is definitely in stock. Okay. I see what y'all talking about. They was trying to get me to get this. I should have got that. I was so dumb for not getting that. That's the problem with me. Once you think you see a piece of tech, you take it. I should have took it. And then I would have sound good with the XLR and all that shit. That's gonna be another thing. Once you do that shit, man, you take it. You take that opportunity and you don't look back. Because that's the thing about me. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really versed on that. And yeah, man. I think Kane that went live. But you know, people gonna do what they do. They try to say keep going, and all that shit. That's cool, but not when you're drained, bro. I would have kept going if I was really in motion. You know what I'm saying? But most people ain't gonna care. We just move forward and move on and just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really tripping. I know people are mad. They just like, this nigga right here. This nigga right here. This nigga right here. Oh. Sound like Biggie. Oh. You know what I mean? But I can't wait for tomorrow and Thursday, man. Like, yeah, this is gonna be those times, man. It's time to be great to be live, they would say. Yeah, man. You know, it's just what it is, man. Like, one thing I can say when you deal with that type of thinking skills, it happens, man. Like, you know, I'm gonna take these shoes off. I'm tired of itching. It's one of them nights that I don't need an itch. Nerves popping out, burning up. Because it's cold down in Georgia, man. Ooh, gotta pop my feet a little bit, get the bones cracking, get ready for the next day, and do it all over again. Y'all gonna see some different type of content. It's gonna come through. Y'all won't be disappointed. Y'all won't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mind my own fucking business and then get out my merry way. All right, y'all. So I'm signing off. Peace and shalom. All hail Great Skull. And I'm out.